Gotta focus on money, bro. I gotta focus on my ecom business, bro. I can't have time for girls. I can't approach girls when I'm at the gym. I can't install Tinder and meet new girls, right? Or I can't even present myself nicely on Instagram. I need to focus on my ecom business. This was a friend of mine, and 2 years has passed. This is a friend from high school. I was doing copywriting at the time. He was doing ecom. The difference between us was I was meeting girls and I was going to the gym consistently, like 6-7 days a week. He was going to the gym like twice, 3 times a week. He wasn't even trying anything with girls because he was, let's just say he was skinny fat, and he didn't even try hard to the gym to save it. I already had a pretty okay physique. He was in the trenches with his physique and he had just focused on the money. 2 years later, where is he? You would think that 2 years of focusing on the money really hard. What is he doing? Take a look at his Instagram. He's still broke. He's still, bro, he still ain't doing anything. Why am I telling you this? And why? Because the guy was focused, right? He wasn't even watching Instagram reels or anything. He wasn't going out to party. He was working every weekend, right, on his ecom business. Why didn't he make any money? Why doesn't he make progress in it? Why? Well, it's a very simple reason for it. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So for me, my physique got better. I started making more money. I got bigger and bigger podcasts, bigger guests on my podcast. I even got better with girls over time. You see, the thing is, over all this time, yeah, partying that has absolutely no benefit in your life. I do not recommend you to go out to party or to drink. When you're at the gym, you can just approach that one girl that you like, okay? The same guys that say that girls are a waste of time, they're the same guys that are scrolling on Instagram reels for 30 minutes a day, an hour a day. And they say they don't have time for girls. They don't have 2 minutes to go speak to that girl at the gym, right? You see, this is momentum. When you level up one area of your life, how you do one thing is how you do everything. You level up the other one and the other one. The 3 most important ones: health, wealth, and relationships. This is like, you don't want to be rich and jacked, but you're lonely, right? You don't want to have a girlfriend, be jacked, or be broke. You don't want to have a girlfriend, be rich, but be a fucking fat ass, right? You want all 3. So neglecting one just to excel in other one and some other one is so fucking stupid. Do you think that when you do get rich, it's gonna become easier with girls? Do you actually think that? Because it's the most beautiful thing in the world to see a guy that found his girl when he was broke, and he stayed with her, she stayed with him, and they stuck together even when he was on his uprise, and now they're rich together. That's like the most beautiful story. Why would you deprive yourself of that? And when you're rich and you skipped completely girls, you didn't learn female nature, you didn't make mistakes, learn from your own experiences with girls, what now? Now you're gonna get tricked by girls. Now you're gonna be a fucking munch. Now you're gonna still take things personally with girls. And now it's gonna cost you. Thing is, now it's gonna cost you more money to fail with girls than it would take you before that. And by the way, if you think that watching red pill videos is gonna teach you a lot about female nature, about how women operate, etc., you'll have the knowledge, but when it comes down to it, your amygdala will act completely different, and that knowledge will completely go thrown out of the window. You'll act like your true self. The way you learn how to act with girls is by genuinely experiencing it yourself, making the mistakes, learning, getting your heart broken. All of those are very important lessons that will teach you a lot about women, because you can have the knowledge, but you won't be able to apply it in the situation, because you won't be thinking about that YouTube video, because it doesn't stick in your mind. Okay, so a quick note, because when I was editing this video, something came through my mind. If you get a guy that's a complete simp, and he starts watching Fresh and Fit and a lot of FitX Fearless, Austin Dunham, and Kevin Samuels, and all these red pill guys, they're giving good advice with women, but they give you that advice because they learned it themselves. The simp, the guy that's the blue pill guys who start loving this content and start seeing the sense of it, they can't apply it to themselves, because even if they do get a girl and they act like these red pill guys tell them to act, and they avoid some of the mistakes, they still have the tendency to act like the guy that they truly are at core. And the thing is, the red pill videos can prepare you for the mistakes, but you should make the mistakes because that will sting and that will change you as a man. Because Myron Gaines and all the other guys, right? They are actually those people because they made the mistakes. And they are those people because that's who they truly are. Those experiences made them believe in that advice that they're giving you. You watching a YouTube video, you don't truly believe it in your core, the advice that they give you. So learn to gain experience with girls. If you're gonna make mistakes, embrace it. If you're gonna find a good girl that likes you for you and likes your personality, that's amazing. So genuinely watching red pill videos is useful, but don't obsess over it, please, man. Like they give you some good advice what to not do with women, etc. But if you have the tendency to do it, learn your lesson, why, and then you'll never want to do it again. But then you'll always have that tendency to do it. It's like a kid. His dad tells him something, he can't do something. The kid now wants to do it more. I understand you. I understand exactly how you are. Like, for example, when FedEx Fearless said 6 to 12 months, you should get to know the girl before you give her a relationship. I got into a relationship with a girl after I knew her for a month, and I regretted that. And I learned my lesson, why. But I'm not going to tell you to do the same thing, to never make this mistake. I'm not going to let you learn your own lesson, because I know that you can watch whoever telling you to not do something, but if you truly want to do it, you're going to do it. So just learn your lesson. But it's better to learn your lesson now when you're broke than when you're rich and you actually have something to lose. This is only going to build your character that much more. But anyways, I'm going on a rant here. This is just supposed to be a quick note in between the videos, so enjoy the rest of the video. When you learn a hard lesson via heartbreak, by your own experiences, it sticks in here. It sticks in your mind. Why? Because you don't want to feel that pain again. So a YouTube video you don't take as seriously. And there's nothing I can tell you that will make you good with girls. You need to experience it yourself. And I'm not saying, bro, I'm Dan Bilzerian, but I will say that I've learned so much, and I'm finally at a point where I have a happy relationship, where I have the relationship on my terms. I don't have to be loyal to just one girl, but she's loyal to me. And this is what I've dreamt of when I was 15. So I would just tell you, make the mistakes. Don't be afraid to fail. Get the experience. And trust me, if you can't manage your time now, time and stress management are the most important things when it comes to entrepreneurship. You can see in the podcast I've done with entrepreneurs, 6, 7, 8-figure entrepreneurs that I've interviewed. They all say that stress and time management is by far like the most important thing. So why would you want to skip on that? You're at this low level. If you can't handle women when you're broke, you're definitely not going to be able to handle women when you're rich. So keep this in mind and stop neglecting shit. You can fill out all the buckets in your life. Health, wealth, and relationships. You can fill out all of them 3 at once. You just need to manage your time better and take things out of your life that are not contributing to it. Going to the party on the weekend, playing that video game, jerking off, reading those Reddit posts, scrolling on Instagram, whatever it takes, watching these YouTube videos. You don't need this. If you can manage your time, take out all the distractions, focus on health, wealth, and relationships, how you can manage time for these 3 things, and then start adding more stuff like reading, meditation, stretching, all of that, watching YouTube videos, all this stuff. But your work, getting your fitness on point, and getting your relationships with women on point, learning how to talk to them in the first place. These are your priorities in life, and so many guys want to skip on either fitness or women, right? They want to skip on one of those, okay? All of us know that we need to make money, but every single guy wants to skip on one of these 2. And I'm telling you, if you skip on one of these 2, it will come to bite you down the line. So I suggest that you really take them seriously right now. So yeah, this was just a quick, short, snappy video, because this whole thought of guys wanting to focus on one thing and neglecting all the other areas to excel in one thing, you can excel in all 3, and you're going to excel better in all 3 if you do them all at once. You think that you'll get better at making money if you don't focus on girls and fitness. And you're gonna get only focus on money. You're gonna be worse with money than if you focused on girls, fitness, and money. Why? The upward spiral, the momentum, you're gonna go up. All right, how you do one thing is how you do everything. Keep this in mind and don't neglect anything. With this in mind, may God bless you, and I'll see you on the next one.